Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here and you like what we do, get involved, subscribe, comment, leave your opinions. We love your opinions. But as you can see, it's summertime, which means we're talking about music festivals. Bosh, love a music festival. But the big news this week is that Wireless, in case you're not aware, Wireless Festival is like a big pop music festival in the UK. They've gone ahead and booked Kanye West as their headliner. Not just as a headliner, he's doing all 3 days of Wireless. So he's going to be performing every night of the 3 days that the festival is on, right? So that's pretty significant. But it's significant for a number of reasons. Obviously, it's a massive booking, but also Kanye West. He's said some things. He's had some opinions. I won't rehash them here, but it's all out there. It's all out there, and it doesn't take much Googling to find it. I feel like if I even hinted at those opinions, I'd get a copyright strike or my account banned. So just Google it. Google it if you want to know what he talked about, right? But anyway, Wireless, despite all of these things that he's said and all of these opinions that he's voiced, have gone ahead and booked him for the 3 days of their festival. Now, there's a lot of aggro about this, obviously online. Lots of people not very happy that he's getting bookings here. Even the Prime Minister of the UK has got involved and said that they might try and revoke his visa. So I'm going to do a video sort of exploring why has Wireless done this? Why have they taken this risk? What's the kind of thought process here? What have they been looking to achieve with this, right? So the guy who runs Wireless, or the guy who does the booking, is a guy called Melvin Ben, apparently. And he's talking a lot about kind of separating the art from the artist. And you would obviously think with something like this, obviously they've had a load of sponsors pull out straight away. But all of these things are done in a risk versus reward way. And what they've done is they've weighed up the cost of losing those sponsors, because they knew that they would lose those sponsors if they booked Kanye West. That was just inevitable, versus the reward of the unrivaled publicity. As soon as it got announced, there's articles about it all over the world. Kanye West has even himself come out and done a statement about it. Like I say, the Prime Minister is talking about it. The publicity is off the scale, right? And it means that pre-sales, I would imagine, have probably gone through the roof. They're going to have absolutely no issues selling out the 150,000 capacity because of this, right? And then you might say, well, there's going to be a lot of reputational harm with booking this artist. Yes, but then you have also got to think a little bit about the audience that goes to Wireless Festival, right? Generally quite young, right? And also Kanye West fan base, generally quite young, generally young males, right? And this is the potentially alarming part. And this is the part that understandably is going to make people uncomfortable. I think the people that go to Wireless in the UK, generally kind of a lot of young males go to Wireless. And I think that potentially their attitude to cancel culture and to wokeness is not the same as a lot of the people who are upset about this. I feel like maybe Wireless are leaning into the Manosphere a little bit with this, right? Because they must know and understand that the rest of the music world and the casual music fan is going to look at this as a shocking booking. But they don't seem to be too bothered about that. They're only really bothered about their core audience who have bought tickets and will be selling tickets, and it will sell out. So it's a high risk, high reward strategy, really. And I think they're banking on cancel culture fatigue a little bit. I think they're banking on that younger audience taking attitude of, oh, well, we don't care what he said. They're banking on that younger audience maybe not really understanding what he said. And they're banking on that younger audience being quite Manosphere influenced and having a slightly anti-Semitic viewpoint anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, that's probably, I think that's why this has happened, because objectively speaking, most people who are able to look at this are able to say, why have you booked him? But that's why, because their target audience are not the kind of people that are going to be particularly offended by the things that he said.